What's up, House of Hope? It's the Flavor King, guys, and welcome back to Cooking with Flavor KL. Today, we're going to be cooking some Salisbury steak. Man, this is going to be a mouth banger. I mean, this Salisbury steak is going to yell comfort food. Okay, let's cook. Hey, guys, before we get into the video, look, go to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe these videos. Guys, we're trying to reach 1,000 new subscribers this year. Okay? Okay, guys, these are our ingredients. Got some better than beef bouillon, salt, complete seasoning, garlic salt, black pepper, paprika, some of that W sauce, red pepper, onion powder, and some ketchup. Now we have 3 slices of bread. We're going to wet the bread. We'll wring it out, and we'll use that in our Salisbury steak mixture. We have some diced bell peppers, red, green, yellow, and a diced onion. And over here we have some sliced bell peppers and onions. That's gonna be for our gravy, okay? For that 40 weight dark brown gravy right there. So that's what we're gonna put that in. All right, we're gonna get into it. Okay, guys, what I have right here is a bowl of water. I didn't want to move the camera over the sink. So what you want to do really, man, is just get your bread, soak it in the water, wring it out, put it in there. We're gonna do that with all 3 of these. And that's just gonna help the bread incorporate into our mixture a lot better, where we don't have clumps of just dry bread. So that's gonna go into that meat mixture. Then we have our onions and bell peppers. We go with about 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Tablespoon of salt, tablespoon of onion powder, just a dash, I mean like a light dash of the red pepper, just a dash. There you go, that was good enough. You probably didn't even see it come out. That's how small amount you want to use into that, okay? Then we got our paprika. Probably 1 teaspoon of paprika. Tablespoon of complete seasoning. Tablespoon of black pepper. Tablespoon of granulated sugar, granulated garlic. And we're gonna go with 2 tablespoons of our W sauce. That's gonna give it the umami, the real savory taste right there. Then you wanna go in with your God-given mixers, your hands. You just wanna mix all that in together. All right, we want to mix all that in. Make sure all your ingredients are incorporated. You want to make sure you got moisture in your meat too, because you don't want it to be dry. See, that's what that ketchup and that W sauce is gonna do. And about another ½ teaspoon of ketchup. See, this is not that Salisbury steak our mamas used to give us in those TV dinners. This is gonna be, man, top of the line Salisbury steak. Now the meat that I'm using is an 80-20. That means that's the fat content in it, the 20%. Now you can go with a 90-10 or more lean beef, which will give you that more steak-like feeling, but this is gonna be good right here. Now you wanna get a handful of your ground beef mixture, and you just form it into balls. Then we'll flatten it out and make it like the classic hamburger once we get over to our pan. Want to make sure these things are about the same size so when you're cooking, they cook equal time. Then we should get about 6 or 7 patties out of this. Now, if you want, you can also add an egg to it. That'll help as a binder also, but I put the bread in there, and that should be good enough. Now, what we'll do, we'll put these in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes so they can firm up, set, so they don't break apart easily once we start to putting them in the pan. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna put these in the fridge. When we come back, we'll be ready to fry these up.
We grew up with those kind of thoughts and sayings like, oh Lord, I don't want to take all of God's glory. Honey, who do you think you are? You can take God's glory. You haven't done anything. When was the last time you made a sun rise or a tide go in or out, or you set the stars in its place? So we can't take God's glory.
That was the start of you was gonna preach us tonight. You preaching us. You preaching us.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
What type of encouragement or something you would tell single people dating? Because
social media is not permanent. Social media is artificial. Learn how to be yourself with a person. Be honest
and know your worth. And I will say this: quit valuing yourself like a Rolls Royce, but you showing hoopty mentality. You parade around like a hoopty. Because real men, somebody worth something, we not looking to take a hoopty home.
Okay, guys, we're back. We had our Salisbury steaks in the refrigerator. Now what we? Okay, guys, here we're putting our burgers, our Salisbury steak burgers, into some all-purpose flour. So when we sear these in our frying pan, that flour is going to give it just what you need to get those crispy edges on there. We're only going to cook it about 3/4 of the way done, and then when we like braising it in that gravy, it'll finish cooking it up. We're not deep frying it, so we don't need a lot of flour, but you do want to make sure it's get the crispy surface. So this is what we'll be looking like, okay? We're gonna move over to the frying pan. Okay guys, we're gonna put about 3/4 cup of oil, 3/4 cup of oil in our pan. And then we're gonna fry our burgers up. Okay, so these we got the Salisbury steak patties in the grease, and we're gonna brown them on both sides. You know, you cook it about 3 to 4 minutes on each side until you get this crispy surface. Then we'll flip it over and fry the other side. We'll drain that grease off, cook the other side for 4 minutes, and then we'll make the gravy. Okay, we just flipped over our Salisbury steak. It's cooking just right. About 4 to 5 minutes on a medium-high heat. We'll take them off, drain that grease out, and start making our gravy mix. Our steak's about 3/4 of the way done. We're gonna go ahead and remove them from our oil. And get the gravy ready. All right, guys, so we're gonna be pouring off the grease and all those burnt pieces out. Okay, we're gonna pour some of that grease back on. That's what we're gonna make our gravy from. We're gonna saute those down until they get very translucent and soft. Okay guys, we're gonna add a tablespoon of our battered and greased base. That's gonna increase that beefy flavor. And then we'll add 3 tablespoons of flour. Add 3 tablespoons of flour. Cook that off. I don't have any beef broth, so I have to use water. But that's fine. We'll let that cook for about a minute. Get off that raw flour. Okay, so when you add this water, you want to get it to just over the top of the meat. You get it just over the top of the meat. And then we're going to bring that to get that back to a boil. And then we're going to cut it on low. Now you get all that fond off the bottom of the pan. That's all going to enhance the flavor of that gravy. So there we go. So once that starts to boil, it's going to thicken up, and it's going to make a nice gravy. We might add some kitchen bouquet or some browning just to make that gravy a little darker, but that's what we're looking like, guys.
Today, we're talking about caregiving and self-care.
My heart goes out to caregivers. When she was caregiving for her mom, she didn't take care of herself. And unfortunately, a year after I met her, she died because she didn't have the same type of care that she provided her mom and that she showed me how to provide to my father. You have to take care of yourself. You know, I heard someone say that caring for someone who once cared for you is one of the highest honors you can give.
I love that. I think about my parents and they raised me, like you said, and now we help them.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
What's up, everybody? This is Jason Claiborne, and you're tuned in to Tea and Worship with my sister Mignon and my brother Chris and Corey on Hope TV.
Father God, who is Chris?
Did I make up a name?
You said 3 hoes. You said 3 people.
Chris, what do you say, Chris? Chris. Let's do it again. Oh my God. What's up, everybody? This is Jason Claiborne, and you're watching Tea and Worship with Mignon and Corey on the Hope TV. All right, I don't know where Chris came from. Bless all the Christians in the world right now.
Salisbury steak. Everything's cooking up right. Hey, guys, the Salisbury steak is done. It's nice, tender, great flavor. Thing of beauty right there. It's a vision of love. Here are our ingredients. We have 2¼ cup of water, 1 cup of rice, yellow rice. We'll add about a tablespoon of olive oil and maybe 1 tablespoon of butter. Okay, so what we want to do is get our water to boiling. So we have 2 1/4 cup of water in our pot. We're going to bring that to a boil. Then we'll add our rice, butter, and oil. Then we'll bring that up to a boil again, cut the rice on low, and let it steam for about 30 minutes. You have yellow, fluffy rice, not gummy. In there, in water now, we have our butter and olive oil. All right, now we're adding our cup of rice. Stir that in. Stir that in. We'll let it come to a boil again. And then we'll turn it down. We'll cover it. We'll turn it on low heat and let it simmer for about 30 minutes. Rice boiling. Now we're going to turn it down to low. Cover. We should be ready in 30 minutes. Okay guys, it's been 30 minutes. We're back at the rice. Look at that beauty. Fluffy rice. Not gummy. Nice fluffy rice. There you want to go. There you go. So look, what you also want to do, guys, is resist the urge to take that lid off. That steam is what cooks your rice and make it fluffy. So just let that rice cook on low. It's done right now, it's ready. Okay guys, we got our frozen butter beans in our pot. We got it on a medium-high heat right now. So what we have is the water just above the beans, maybe about an inch and a half above the frozen beans. And we're gonna bring that to a boil. Then I'll add in our turkey butts and turkey necks. I pressure cooked those, so I'm gonna bring some of that flavor over here and put it in these beans. And we're gonna have another pot. So we're gonna bring that to a boil, and we're gonna reduce that to a simmer, and we're gonna cover it up for about 25-30 minutes. Okay guys, our beans have come to a boil. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add in our some broth from our turkey necks and turkey butts. Okay. Now I'm gonna let that come back to a boil. Turn the heat down on a low heat and let those cook down for about 30 minutes. Okay guys, the beans are just about done. I just added a teaspoon of pepper and a teaspoon of salt, and then you do it to taste however you like it. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Cooking with Flavor KL. Man, look, we have some delicious recipes on store for you. So go over to the YouTube channel, Cooking with Flavor KL. Check us out. All these free videos, man, they're right there at your fingertips. Peace.